Did you know that the Great Wall of China is actually a series of walls? Over 2,000 years ago, the Chinese built a wall to keep the Mongols out. But you've seen this one before. What you probably haven't seen is this. The first wall was made of wood and earth. It was over 10 feet tall and 20 feet wide. And believe it or not, it had a moat. Yeah, like a real moat. Over time, the wall was rebuilt several times with bricks and stone. The tallest section is over 30 feet high, which is taller than the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Chinese also built a road along the wall so soldiers could patrol it easily. They even built guard towers every few miles along the road. And here's the best part. Even though the Great Wall of China is thousands of years old, it's still standing. I mean, yeah, some parts of it have collapsed, but for the most part, it's still standing strong. In 2007, when astronauts from the International Space Station were passing over the surface of the Earth, they were surprised to notice that the Great Wall of China was not visible from space. This is despite the fact that the wall stretches over 13,000 miles, which is about 21,000 kilometers across northern China. The Chinese government was so outraged by this news that it decided to embark on an expensive project to make the Great Wall visible from space. So in 2009, the Chinese government announced a plan to spend $186 million on a massive restoration project of the Great Wall. The project involved cleaning up the existing wall, restoring sections that had fallen into disrepair, and building new sections in areas where the wall had been completely destroyed. They also added watchtowers, barracks, and other fortifications to make it more impressive. This restoration project made the Great Wall of China even more magnificent than it had been in its heyday, and it can now be seen from space. Welcome to my channel, and today we will be taking a look at 10 interesting facts about the Great Wall of China. Before we get started though, be sure to hit that like button for more videos. Let's get started. Number 10. The Great Wall was built over a period of 2,000 years. The construction of the Great Wall began as early as the 7th century BC and continued until the 17th century AD. It was built in several stages, with each dynasty adding their own sections to the wall. The first dynasty to begin construction was the Qin dynasty, which lasted from 221 to 206 BC. It was during this time that the first rudimentary walls were built to protect the northern borders of the empire from nomadic tribes. Over the next few centuries, the walls were extended and improved by various dynasties, including the Han, Sui, and Tang. However, it was during the Ming dynasty, which lasted from 1368 to 1644, that the majority of the Great Wall was constructed. The Ming emperors saw the need for a more robust and extensive defense system in the face of increasing threats from nomadic invaders. As a result, they embarked on a massive construction project that connected and expanded existing walls, built new sections, and reinforced the entire structure. This effort resulted in the iconic and extensive defensive structure that we know today as the Great Wall of China. Number 9. It was not built all at once. As mentioned earlier, the construction of the Great Wall was not a one-time event, but rather a series of projects that took place over many centuries. The first walls were built in the 7th century BC and continued through the 17th century AD. The majority of the wall that we see today dates back to the Ming dynasty, which lasted from 1368 to 1644. During this time, the Ming emperors saw the need for a more robust and extensive defense system and embarked on a massive construction project that connected and expanded existing walls, built new sections, and reinforced the entire structure. Number 8. It is the longest wall in the world. The Great Wall of China is widely recognized as the longest wall in the world, stretching over 13,000 miles or 21,000 kilometers across northern China. This immense structure was built over a period of 2,000 years and served as a protective barrier against nomadic invaders from the north. Despite its age, the wall remains an impressive feat of engineering and a testament to the ingenuity of the ancient Chinese. Number 7. It was built to keep out invaders. The primary purpose of the Great Wall was to keep out invaders and protect the Chinese people from nomadic tribes from the north. Over the centuries, these tribes became increasingly aggressive and posed a constant threat to the safety and security of the Chinese Empire. In response, the Chinese rulers decided to build a series of defensive structures that would stretch across the northern borders of their empire. These structures included walls, towers, checkpoints, and other fortifications that would prevent invaders from entering Chinese territory. The Great Wall proved to be an effective defense mechanism and helped to protect the Chinese people from harm. Number 6. It was made of stone and brick. The Great Wall of China was constructed using a variety of materials, but the primary ones were stone and brick. These materials were chosen for their durability and strength, which were essential for a structure that was intended to withstand the test of time and resist the attacks of invaders. The builders of the wall used sophisticated techniques to lay the stones and bricks, creating a strong and stable structure that could stand up against the harshest weather conditions and the attacks of even the most determined enemies. The use of these materials also helped to ensure that the Great Wall would remain a prominent landmark for centuries to come. Number 5. It had watchtowers and signal stations. The Great Wall of China was equipped with a series of watchtowers and signal stations that were used to keep watch for incoming invaders and communicate with other sections of the wall. These towers were strategically placed along the wall at regular intervals, allowing for quick communication and coordination between the defenders. The watchmen in the towers were responsible for keeping a lookout for any signs of movement in the distance and alerting the rest of the wall in case of an attack. The signal stations were equipped with various devices, such as smoke signals, mirrors, and drums that could be used to send messages over long distances. This system of communication allowed the defenders to prepare for incoming attacks and coordinate their defenses effectively. Number 4. It had secret passages. The Great Wall of China had a number of secret passages that were used for a variety of purposes. Some of these passages were used for smuggling goods and people into or out of China, while others were used by the military for stealthy maneuvers. These secret passages were often hidden in plain sight, such as in the false bottoms or tops of carts, or disguised as part of the scenery. The use of secret passages was common during the Ming Dynasty, when the Great Wall was at its most extensive. The Ming emperors were suspicious of their own generals and officials and used secret passages to spy on them and gather intelligence. They also used secret passages to transport valuable goods and treasures to and from the palace. The use of secret passages on the Great Wall was an ingenious way to circumvent the regulations and restrictions of the time, and allowed people to move goods and information around the empire more easily. Number 3. It was manned by soldiers. The Great Wall of China was not just a static structure, but was actually manned by a large number of soldiers who were responsible for defending it against invaders. These soldiers lived along the wall in barracks and were trained in the art of warfare. They were equipped with weapons such as bows and arrows, spears and swords, and were prepared to fight both on the ground and on top of the wall. The soldiers were also responsible for maintaining the wall and making repairs whenever it was damaged. They would work in shifts and were expected to be on constant alert for any signs of an attack. The presence of soldiers along the wall ensured that it was always ready to defend the Chinese people from external threats. Number 2. It has multiple passes. The Great Wall of China has a number of passes that allow people to walk or ride through it. These passes were built for various reasons, such as to allow for the passage of merchants and traders, or to provide access to strategic locations. Some of the passes were also used as gateways to the cities that were located within the walls. The passes were often fortified and guarded, especially during times of war or when there was a threat of invasion. The guards would check the credentials of those passing through and make sure that they were not carrying any contraband or weapons. The passes were also equipped with mechanisms such as drawbridges and portcullises that could be used to block the passage if there was an attack. Number 1. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Great Wall of China is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, reflecting its outstanding universal value and importance to human history. The site includes several sections of the wall as well as related buildings and structures. The designation recognizes the wall's unique blend of military architecture, engineering, and cultural significance. It also highlights the wall's role as a symbol of China's rich history and cultural heritage. The recognition has led to increased efforts to preserve and protect the wall for future generations to enjoy. And there you have it, 10 interesting facts about the Great Wall of China. We hope you enjoyed learning about this amazing structure and its fascinating history. If you did, please leave us a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.